Keith Thurman just let Devin Haney know, first off, don't get beat up by Regis Prograis, and I want all the smoke. Since you don't want no smoke with Tank or Shakur, we gonna talk about that in this video. But before we do that, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna let y'all read exactly what Keith Thurman had to say about Devin Haney, talking about he gonna move up and fight Keith Thurman. Man, I swear, Bill Haney is doing a great job, because every day it's some new outlandish, outrageous news coming out about Devin Haney, but ain't none of the news got nothing to do with him fighting Regis Prograis. I mean, Devin and Bill running around here talking about everybody but Regis. I mean, they done talked about Jerron Ennis, everybody but Regis Prograis. Now they talking about Keith One-Time Thurman and Mario Barrios. Now yesterday on the Boxing Voice, and shout out to them, Mario Barrios' trainer came on and he let Bill Haney know, you speaking on our name, you talking about that you interested in moving up to 147 and you won't smoke with us? Hey, Barrios ain't turning down no smoke, never have and never will. So if y'all want some smoke at 140, absolutely will fight y'all. Now, of course, Baros is not threatened by Devin Haney. Most people out here, they really not threatened by Devin Haney because they look at him as somebody that really don't possess the power, and he does have boxing skills, but not skills on the level to where they're afraid to get in the ring with Haney. And you know, that's good, because that means that Devin can make a lot of these big fights that he running his mouth about. Don't seem like these fighters are threatened by him. At one point, it looked like the whole 135-pound division was threatened by Devin Haney, or maybe that was just the narrative that they was putting out. But all in all, it don't look like that they gonna have trouble finding no smoke now. Mario Barrios' trainer, he let it be known that, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you talking about coming up to 147, we do want all the smoke. Bill Haney said that was definitely an option for Devin Haney next. And man, I don't have no problem with that fight. It looks like that if they do take that fight, they want to show that they can beat him more convincingly than Gervonta Davis did at a higher weight division, letting Mario Barrios fight at his weight division with no weight clause and don't have to drain him. That's what Bill Haney is trying to do. Now, if he goes through with it, I don't know. Right now, it's just all talk. And we all know that Bill and Devin Haney, they do a whole lot of talking. And half of the shit that they talk about, they'll never attempt to back it up. But if they do that, salute to them. Now, the name that I want to talk about that they keep mentioning is Keith Thurman. The first time I heard Keith Thurman, right, with Devin Haney's name, I didn't pay it no attention. And I kept hearing it and kept hearing it. And yesterday, Bill Haney, he didn't shy away from the Keith Thurman talk. He says, look, we willing to move up to 147 and take on Keith Thurman. Keith is complaining about that the PBC is trying to blackball him by not giving him nobody to fight. Well, we'll be your huckleberry. We'll step in and we won't smoke with Keith Thurman once we get past Regis Prograis. Now, it sounds good, but like I said, they gotta show us, is they just talking to promote their upcoming fight that they have with Regis Prograis? Or is they really serious? They acting like they just looking past Regis Prograis and acting like they already beat Regis. Regis ain't no easy task. For some reason, Devin Haney and Bill Haney, they acting like Regis is just somebody walkover. Like they don't need to worry about Regis, like they looking straight past him. And my advice to that is they better be focused on Regis and stop worrying about Keith Thurman and all these other names that they bringing up, because Regis ain't nobody to play with, and Regis just might knock his ass clean the F out. Keep trying to play with Regis like he's soft. Now, as far as the Keith Thurman talks, man, if Devin were to go up to 147 pounds and fight Keith Thurman, I ain't got nothing bad to say about that, right? Because I don't see him beating Keith Thurman. I actually think that he'll get knocked the F out trying to go up there messing with Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different ball game effing with somebody like Keith. Now, they may be looking at this situation like Keith Thurman to be coming off a very, very long layoff. Keith Thurman ain't going to be the same fighter that he once was. And Keith Thurman is not the same fighter that he once was. And that all may be true. But you never know until you step in the ring, and it's still a very dangerous risk. Keith Thurman still can crack. Keith Thurman still can box on a very high level. You seen what Keith Thurman did to Mario Barrios coming off a 3-year layoff. I mean, he dominated Mario Barrios. Yeah, he didn't get him up out of there, but he dominated. And one thing Devin Haney ain't doing is he ain't packing a punch like Barrios. Now, Barrios ain't the biggest puncher, but he damn sure punch a lot harder than Devin Haney. But Devin Haney is a lot more skillful than Barrios. So, I mean, it's an even exchange there. I do believe that Devin Haney do have a lot of more athleticism, and he's a better boxer than Mario Barrios. When you're talking about stepping up in a weight class that Devin ain't never been to, although Devin is a big boy, Keith is cracking. You know what I'm saying? Keith still can crack. Although he ain't had a knockout in a long, long time, Keith Thurman has always been fighting the best for the longest of time. And he has hurt guys like Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. You know what I'm talking about? So Keith ain't nobody to play with. But after Keith Thurman, you know what I'm talking about? Because Devin just moved to 140 pounds, and you got a monster at 140 called Subriel Matisse. And a lot of people looking at this situation like Devin is trying to get up out of the 140 pound division already, because 140 is deep. You got Matias at 140. You got Teofimo Lopez at 140. You got a lot of heavy hitters at 140 pounds. And maybe Devin is not trying to fight none of them people that he gonna have to go through to become undisputed at 140. It might be looking like that. I'm not saying this, but a lot of people have been saying this, and it just might be true, because you ain't even had a fight at 140, but you already talking about fighting at 147? Y'all gotta make this make sense to me. But all in all, Bill is making headlines, coming up with outrageous comments every day, and ain't none of them have to do with Regis Prograis. Now, let me let y'all see what Keith Thurman had to say when Nestor Gibbs from the Boxing Voice text Keith Thurman and let him know, hey, Bill Haney is on right now, and he said he want all the smoke. Y'all read this, and y'all let me know what y'all gotta say about this whole situation. Do Devin really want smoke with Keith Thurman? Or is this all just for promotion? Or is Devin Haney trying to do anything he can to have one fight at the 140 pound division and get the F up out of 140, because there's some dogs that he gonna have to go through to become undisputed or to unify them straps? Let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment. Make sure that y'all hit my like button, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. Check this out, and I'm gone.
You see the European grills, so the lips gliss. Tank full of Theraflu, cause I be in them sick whips. Brick slip, roll with me, catch a contact. High definition, popping, flipping out the armrest. See, I'm a rider, dipping in the catalog. Just got it fitted on some shit I need a ladder for. Come up in your hood, stun when I leave, dude.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
I can't deny, I feel I'm such a fly guy. Top